A Republican nominee for the Michigan House of Representatives is facing some backlash for a comment he made on Facebook Live over the weekend. So now he was discussing, of course, decertification of the election. Yes, that's right. We're talking about decertification here. So already election conspiracy theories, but if that's not bad enough, here's a comment. Take a look.
You know, having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it. So that's not how we roll. That's not how I won this election. We go right at it.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. Okay. There we go. So now the person who said that unfortunate statement is Robert R Regan. So he's a Republican. He just won a special election to fill the Michigan House seat in District 74. The 74th district, of course, is in Kent County in West Michigan. Reagan won the special election with 32.9% of the vote, beating out the candidate in second place by about 81 votes. 81 votes. So now look, I'm going to show you there's some pushback in that call. Let me show you that video here. Take a look.
Streaming on YouTube, probably not for much longer after what Robert just said.
In all fairness,
hold on.
That was a shameful comment.
Advice
to give to your daughter. Don't do that. Fight all the time. Don't.
No. He said no. He was saying.
I get it.
Don't do that.
I get it. Shameful.
Shameful. I mean, you can't really put it any better. Yes, that was quite shameful. Now, the host, Adam D Angeli, defended Regan a bit. He said he thinks the guy had misspoke in trying to say that not contesting the election would be like those comments, right? Quote, maybe not the best analogy, but he was speaking extemporaneously. Yes, but why? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? I mean, why does your brain immediately go to one of the worst things that could happen? And why does it always seem to be white men making that comparison? What is wrong with you? Like, you know that's going to get you in trouble, right? You know that's a stupid thing, a stupid comparison. Why would you do that? Why would you go with the rape analogy? Stop. Just stop it. Stop it. And again, that's not even getting into the nonsense of decertification, which was this conversation, what it was all about. There was no attempt to steal the election. Well, at least not from the Democrats. On the Republican side, there were fake electors. On Trump's side, they were looking to actually steal the election. I talked about the Green Bay sweep. This is, again, Peter Navarro, Steve Bannon. Navarro openly talking about it in his memoir, where it's like, oh, yeah, Steve Bannon and I hatched a plan. And the whole plan is to, lobby Mike Pence to not certify the election, which, again, is a completely ceremonial role. Doesn't actually mean anything. It's like throwing out the opening pitch in a baseball game. And that's going to cause apparently a lot of uproar, outrage. Oh my God, I can't believe Mike Pence didn't certify the election, which would allow Republicans to blanket the airwaves full with massive amounts of propaganda about how, there's election fraud, voter fraud, irregularities, and all this stuff. We need to do something about it. And then, of course, that would coincide with all of the different challenges in the elections in different states, including Michigan, which, yes, did try to send fake electors among several other states. There were letters sent to the National Archives certifying that it was not Biden, but Trump that won the election in 2020. And so that was the actual attempt to try to steal the election. So now, let's go back here to some pushback. Now, this guy got a lot of pushback from Republicans. And again, I'm pretty sure, Amber Harris was on that call because she agrees with the decertification. But even she's like, no, this is horrible. This is ridiculous. Shameful comparison. And I do absolutely agree with that. And the rest of the Republican Party seems to agree. Tory Sachs of the right-wing Michigan Freedom Fund issued a statement following this saying R Regan's disgusting and dehumanizing comments of the horror of sexual assault, along with his support of the murderous dictator Vladimir Putin, are despicable and completely disqualify him from holding public office. So now, I add in that last part, which is, again, part of the statement, but Regan, he said some controversial stuff before. Apparently, he called the Russian invasion of Ukraine a hoax and completely backs Vladimir Putin. So that's interesting. Now, what a guy, right? What a guy. Now, the rest of her statement, quote, I teach my 4 young daughters to stand up for themselves, to know their worth, and to fight back and speak out against creeps like Regan. R Regan doesn't belong anywhere near the state capitol, and that is why we endorsed and supported his opponent. These are right-wing organizations, right? Now, Regan did not respond to a call to his cell phone for comment, but he did respond, and you're gonna love this, right? He said that his remarks were taken out of context and were being used against him by a, quote, leftist group doing what they do. Yeah. The context. Oh, you took me out of context. Usually every time they say that, the context doesn't make it better. The context, and again, it's a deflection. Again, Joe Rogan has said that before. All of these other, actual like right wingers have said this before as well. And are like, oh yeah, I can't believe you took me out of context. No, we said everything that you, like, we just repeated your words. This is what you said. Seriously. Like, that's not taking you out of like, the context is there, and the context does not make it better because you used a rape analogy. Don't do that. That's so stupid. But again, there's one more fun angle to this story. All right. So now these comments, obviously, he referenced his own daughters, right? Well, one of his daughter decided that, well, she's not in favor of his political career. Just like Paul Gosar, members of his family have refused to endorse him and, in fact, endorsed his opponent. When he ran for office 2 years ago, his daughter, Stephanie Regan, here's what she tweeted, quote, if you're in Michigan and 18 plus, please, for the love of God, do not vote for my dad for state representative. Tell everyone. Wow. When your own daughter don't want to vote for you and also encourages everyone else to not to vote for you, well, I mean, there seems to be a problem. And again, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to find that this guy, again, he's already an election conspiracy theorist, so that's one strike. But I wonder what other types of conspiracy theorists or conspiracy theories that he believes in. Could there be some QAnon there? There could be. I mean, already that's crazy is really, really crazy. But there are other conspiracy theories that are probably worse. A Great Replacement, again, deeply anti-Semitic. I don't know if he believes in any of these. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be surprising given how even the Republican Party in Michigan and the Republicans are pushing back on him. And so that is interesting. So now, that said, he already won a special election. He's going to run again on May 3rd. He will be facing Carol Glanville, a Democrat, in the special election. Glanville also released a statement. This is the Democrat here that reads in part, quote, as a woman, human, and public servant, I am stunned that a person who wishes to hold public office would hold such beliefs. I did not think I would need to clearly state on the campaign trail that rape is never inevitable, acceptable, or warranted, and is the worst type of personal violation anyone could ever experience. Again, if you were doing that, if you were using that comparison to prop up a conspiracy theory backed up by nothing that somehow Joe Biden stole the election with voter fraud, to that, again, no, that's still 100% unacceptable. She closed that out by saying, in empathy and compassion, I stand with survivors everywhere while defending human rights. So there it is. Now, again, this reminds me of all the different comments from Republicans who get in trouble by comparing things to rape. And not only that, but Todd Aiken, if you can remember, he was a candidate who talked about legitimate rape in the case of abortion. Oh yeah, if it's a legitimate rape, well, then the body has ways of shutting that down. No, please stop. Please stop saying those things, and please stop making rape comparisons. This is ridiculous. It is stupid. And I mean, it's going to get you in trouble.